Hello, Gemini. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights with Willow. Here's where I'm always wishing you peace and the understanding that life is always happening for you, not to you. So let's see who's in your energy. Knight of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Taurus, or generalize it, an earth sign. So this is a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? But what is highlight is that this is an individual that's very goal oriented. They're really career focused, or just motivated by making their dreams a reality. This is someone that takes education very serious. They could take their job very serious. This is an individual that could be one that's worked at a job in one position for a very long time too. But we're going to get more about that person, okay? We're going to clarify. Someone's very serious. What they say, they mean. All right. We have Justice. You know, when she come through, what she says she means. And it is final. Three of Swords. All right. The Magician. Because that was the only one that was flipped up. The rest of them just flew face down. All right. So, let me tell you something. Yeah, she ain't got one in this. I always think of Athena. But, what this says for your person is that this is an individual, like I said, is very goal focused. In their mind, they have, excuse me. This is someone that's trying to change. It's giving me going from poverty to riches. They got something to prove. They're taking nothing, turning nothing into something. This is someone who is, I mean, I don't have to say it like multiple times, but they're very goal focused. They're after that money. And it's not just money. It's a status thing for them, okay, Jim? This is one, they don't play no games. If, say they want to be a singer, all right? Everything that they do revolves around that. It revolves around that. It revolves around them controlling their image. It revolves around them being the best, you know, having the best vocalist, whatever. They work really hard. They want to be the best at what they're doing. But they're also trying to change their history. So this is an individual with those scales. They're trying to change it from, if they grew up in poverty, now they're trying to create wealth. They don't want the stigma of what the past was to be their future. All right. Why they got you on the mind though? They so career focused. Why is Jimmy Jim on the mind? Ace of Wands. Okay, so you could help this individual accomplish their goals, or you could be on their mind because you ignite this fire in them. I just saw that scene where she worked all the time. I'm talking about Beyonce. She worked like crazy, and her ex-boyfriend, when he came out, he said, I was her break from that. But in reality, she ended up getting with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z just encompassed all of it. She never needed to take a break from her music. She just needed someone that vibed with her and helped her understand that we can accomplish all things together. But what came to mind there is that you kind of take their mind off of it. You take their mind off their goals. You ignite this flame in them. So with Ace of Wands being the reason for why, it does give me the energy of hanky panky. All right. It's a lot of spicy energy between the two of you. We have we got the devil, the Seven of Swords, and the Emperor. Okay, so why you're on their mind is that you're the one that they sneak off with. Now, this is giving me, side piece vibes. It's also giving me distraction too. You're someone that they blow steam off with. Because it gave me the scene where they hooked up when they hook up in the hospital, just a bus of, just to get it out, the system, and keep going. They use it as like a boost. So that is why you're on their mind. Ooh, let's see their intentions. Because this is my thing. If they're career driven, they just call you up. I mean, Jim, you might like that. But for them to be in your energy like that, I wonder, has Gemini caught feelings for them? Because Aquarius did show up here. Seven of Swords. It gives me this is someone you sneak around with. So they think about you all the time when you guys aren't together. I could have laid that on pretty heavy, but that's what it's given. We have Death and Six of Swords at the bottom. Ooh, this is not good. Let's see. No, on Gemini probably like, all right, you want to do that? Do it. Yeah, they could do it though. The energy's too strong. They're going to come back. Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. You have Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck for that one. Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck there. Look here. Death is their intention. So, with it being Seven of Pentacles and Ten of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune, it tells me that this individual probably wants to stop this fling, and they want to make it more than just a fling. They don't want to be in and out. They want to change this. They want, because you show up as the Ace of Wands for them, I don't think maybe it's just, hanky-panky energy that you give them. I think it's the freedom that they're allowed to have with you. So they could feel like they're in shackles in the situation that they already have. And when they're with you, it makes them feel like, they can breathe. They don't have to explain things with you. That's why the hookers get the most, not calling you a hooker, but that's why they get the pillow talk. That's why they get to, they get to hear everything. It's because they're not getting on you about paying these bills. They're not getting on you about the routine with the kids. Now that's messed up because, you ain't climb, people ain't climb on top of themselves and make them babies. But that's what happens. We forget to be friends. We forget to have that emotional connection. And then we just adult all the time. And when you adult all the time and you can't just be free and it's always just stressful and there's so much tension, that repels people. That's what ends relationships. So in this case, Jim, with them having that Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords, they want to change this. You, my friend, could be alleviating this, or you could be the one that they cheating on. Take it as it resonates. I'm just reading the cards. It's a general reading, so it is very difficult for me to be like, okay, this is more. There have been times where I'd be like, okay, nah, I think this is more you. I'm not getting that here. But that nervousness is making me feel like I'm talking to a woman and telling her man is cheating on her. That's just the vibe that I'm getting. All right. But their intention is to end this situation that we got going and turn it into something more beneficial. It's like we've been doing this for a long time. When is it our time where we could just do this and stop creeping? Now, when you look down, you have the Magician, the Emperor, and the Wheel of Fortune. All right. You have to manifest this you have to take control of this situation. And if you want this to be manifested into reality, you must be in control with delivering that. It's giving me, when you have the Wheel of Fortune with the Emperor like that, Destiny, it's in your hands. This ain't you. What you waiting for the stars to align? There's no perfect time. I didn't. That is a tick. But I've been waiting for the stars to align. There's no perfect time. And she say, I. Because it's hard to build a truth on a lie. That's telling the truth, Carrie Hilson. All right? That's what I got for you. It's been a long time. We've been sneaking and creeping just to keep it from leaking. We so deep in our freaking, we don't sleep on the weekends. Who the hell ain't sleeping on the weekends? I mean, I have never. Like, when I remember when I heard that line, I was like, wait, what? Y'all just round here on zombie mode over lust? If y'all, how you thinking straight? You can't even think straight with that. That's when you make dumb decisions. You ain't resting right. The wife is a little bit uptight, huh? Wonder why I keep coming home in the middle of the night. You wouldn't be my man come home in the middle of the night. I tell you that. Stay your ass where you at. You gonna be opening. Let me stop. No, I wouldn't. I'm like, that pussy was good, babe. Yeah. Go watch them balls before you get your ass up in this bed. For real. People like, girl, you got problems. Mind your business, bitch. This ain't your life. This is mine. But that's what I got for you, okay, baby? Now, if this video resonated with you in any shape, form, or fashion, give your girl a like. I do appreciate it. Also, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel. I got many more videos, many more readings coming for you. Understand that we cannot always control our life. Hell, we can't even control the people in our life. What we can do is set boundaries and enforce them. That's what we can do. Now, in the words of Medea, if this is your case, if somebody wants to go, let them go. They'll realize what it was. It'd be too late. Then you can say, it's just a little too late, a little too long, and I can't wait. Yeah. All right. That is what I got for you. Stand on principles, stand on morals, move with integrity, and you'll have this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. It is 12:43 in the morning, and I'm around here chirked up.